Hi, my name is Marty from letsbuildwp.com, also known as Let's Build WordPress on YouTube, and today I'm going to show you how to start your very own blog using WordPress. This is going to be an amazing looking blog, but rather than just talking about it, I'm going to show you. So this is the exact blog I'm going to show you how to build today, step by step. I'm going to show you how to add your own images and your own text. I'm going to show you how to embed videos from YouTube. I'm also going to show you how to add clickable links to your posts so people are able to click these links and open up a new website in a new window, leaving your blog open in the background. I'm also going to show you how to add these social sharing buttons to the bottom of your posts, which means that people can click these and share them on their various social pages. I'm also going to show you how to add different pages and create custom menus. And there's also going to be a contact us page with a contact form on it, so your visitors are able to fill out their name, their email address, the subject of their message, and then their message. Then when they click send, it'll be sent straight to your email inbox. I'm also going to show you how to add these links to your different social pages, which will appear both at the top and at the bottom of your blog. Another cool thing about this blog is that it's going to be built using what's known as a responsive theme, and what this means is that your blog will resize itself depending on what it's being viewed on. So if someone was viewing it on a tablet, it would look more like this, and if someone was viewing it on their mobile phone, it would look more like this. Everything resizes itself so that it looks good no matter what it's being viewed on. So I'm going to show you how to build this blog step by step now. Okay, so I've put together a checklist of things we're going to do today to get your blog up and running and looking as good as that one we just saw. So the first thing we'll be doing is setting up hosting, and hosting is basically a computer that's left on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with your site loaded onto it, and this way people can gain access to your blog even when your computer's switched off. Hosting is something you do require if you're going to run a website or blog, and will usually cost you around $8 a month, only I am going to show you a way that will get you your first month hosting for only 1 penny. Then I'm going to show you how to get a domain name for your blog. A domain name is basically the site title with www before it and .com after it. So for example, Google's domain name is www.google.com. Once again, a domain name is something you do require if you're going to run a blog, and will usually cost you around $13. Only you don't pay for this once a month like your hosting, you pay for your domain name once a year. So you pay for your hosting once a month and your domain name once a year. Once we've done that, I'm going to show you how to install WordPress onto your new hosting account. Once we've installed WordPress, we'll then change our theme, and once we change the WordPress theme, it'll look more like the blog we were looking at earlier. Then we'll change our blog title and some of the theme settings, and this will get everything looking and acting the way it's supposed to. Then I'll show you how to add different types of blog posts and different pages. Then we'll create a custom menu, and that's basically everything covered. Now there will be a few bits and pieces in the video that I haven't mentioned here, but these are the main steps required to build our blog. And as you can see, hosting and a domain name are the only two things you need to pay for, and if you remember I said I can get you your first month hosting for only 1 penny. The total cost to get started is just over $13, which I think is pretty amazing, especially when you see how good the site actually looks. So the first two things we need to do are set up hosting and get a domain name for our blog. Lucky for us, we can get both of these at the same place, which is a website called HostGator.com. So just go ahead and open up your internet browser and go to www.hostgator.com. Or alternatively, you can just click the link below this video. Once you're on their homepage, you can either click in the top left where it says web hosting, or in the middle where it says view web hosting plans. Either way, it's going to bring you to the same page, which will show you the different hosting plans they have available. To be totally honest with you, the business plan comes with a whole load of added extras you probably won't require at this time, so it really just leaves it between the hatchling plan and the baby plan. Now the only difference between these two plans is that the hatchling plan allows you one single domain, so this is one website, and the baby plan allows you to have unlimited domains, so this is literally as many websites as you'd like, all on the same hosting plan. Now if you're only going to have one website, go for the hatchling plan, and if you're going to have more than one website, go for the baby plan. I'm personally just going to go for the hatchling plan, and once you've decided what plan you're going to go for, you can use this drop down here to choose how often you'd like to pay for it. You can pay for it once a month, once every 6 months, you can even pay for your hosting once every 3 years. You do save a bit more money the longer you buy at one time, so that might be something to think about. I'm just going to set mine to monthly, and once you've decided on your plan and how often you'd like to pay for it, just click order now. Once you do, it will bring you here, and this is where we're going to register a new domain name for our blog. Just enter the name you'd like in here and make sure that it comes up and says that it's available. If it comes up and says that it's not available, unfortunately you will need to choose something else. Using this drop down here on the right, you can choose if you'd like a different domain extension, so it can be yourwebsite.net or .org, but I'm going to leave mine as .com. If you already have a domain name that you bought from somewhere else, you can check here and enter in your domain name, but because I'm registering a new one, I leave this one checked. Underneath this, it gives you the option to purchase other domain extensions as well as the one you've chosen here, so you can buy .com as well as .net or .org, but I only want the .com, so I'm going to leave these boxes unchecked. Then you just want to double check that your package type and billing cycle are correct. I chose the hatchling plan and 1 month billing cycles, so these are both correct. Under that, you just want to choose a username and security pin for logging into the site. Then under that, just enter your personal billing information, and here on the right hand side you can choose whether you'd like to pay for it using a credit card or PayPal. Underneath that, there are some hosting add-ons available to purchase. I personally don't think any of these are necessary, so I'm just going to uncheck the boxes, but you can have a read through them and see what you think. Then under that, it asks if you have a coupon code. You might see there's one already entered in here, Snappy. This is worth 20%. But as I promised, I'm going to show you how to get your first month hosting for only 1 penny. So just enter in coupon code Let's Build WP, all one word, and click validate. Once you do, you'll notice you get your first month hosting for only 1 penny. If you just want to have a look at some of the things here, you'll get access to their full live chat and email support, their 45-day money-back guarantee, and you get your first month hosting for only 1 penny. So as you can see, to get this up and running, it's only going to cost you $12.96. Once you're happy with everything, you can just check here beside where it says I have read and agreed to the terms and conditions of use, and then click create account. I'm just going to pause the video for a minute while I fill out my details up above, and then I'll restart the video after I click create account. Once you create your account, you'll be brought to a page thanking you for your order, and then you'll be redirected to the home page. At this point, you can just close HostGator, and you want to go to your email inbox and look for your new email from HostGator. This is a pretty important email, so you might want to write down the information or print it out if you can. But for now, you just want to click the link beside where it says your control panel. That's going to bring you to this cPanel login screen, and you want to copy and paste the username and password from your new email into this login screen. Once you copy and paste in the username and password from the email, just click login. This will be you logging into HostGator for the first time. Now that we've logged in, I'm going to cover how to install WordPress onto your new hosting account. You just want to scroll down to where it says software/services and click on quick install. Then on the left hand side, just click where it says WordPress and then continue. Now if you only purchased one domain name when signing up, like I did, it'll be automatically selected in this drop down here. If you purchased more than one domain name, just select the one you're wanting to use now. Once you've selected the domain name you're using, just make sure the box on the right hand side is left blank, and the box underneath beside where it says Enable Auto Upgrades, make sure this is checked. Then under that, where it says admin email, just type in the email address you'd like to have associated with your new blog. Then under that, where it says blog title, just type in the name of your new blog. Don't worry too much, this can be changed later on. Then under that, where it says admin user, just type in the username you'd like to use for your new blog. This may appear in a few places on your new blog, so make it something maybe like your first name or the word admin. I'm going to use admin. Then under that, it just says first name and last name. Once you've done that, you can just click here where it says install now. WordPress will normally install in less than a minute, and once it does, it will say congratulations, your installation is now ready. You can access it now by going here. It'll also have your username and your password, which I recommend writing down. One thing I'd like to point out is that it says you can access it now by going here. This isn't always the case. Sometimes it can take up to 4 hours, and in some extreme cases up to 24 hours for your WordPress installation to be ready. Most of the time you can access it right away, but I just wanted to point this out in case you click the link and your blog isn't ready yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video until mine's definitely ready, and then I'll restart the video and we can continue on together. So if you just want to pause the video until yours is ready and then restart the video. Okay, so that's me now back and my installation is ready. It was done almost straight away. So now when I click this link, it'll bring me to my new WordPress blog. So if you just want to click the link on the quick install page, or just type in your new domain name into your web browser and visit your new site, it should look something like this. This is just a pre-installed theme that comes with WordPress when you install it. If for whatever reason you've closed the quick install page or you've lost access to it, all this information will have been sent to you as an email. Once you're on your new blog, you can just click around and you'll see some sample posts and things like that that'll show you what your blog would look like if you were using this theme. But we're not going to be using this theme. We're going to make our blog look a lot better than this. So for us to be able to make any changes to our new blog, we just need to log into what's known as the WordPress dashboard. To do this, you just need to go to yourdomainname.com or .org or whatever you've got, and after that type /wp-admin. That's going to bring you to this login screen, and you just want to copy and paste the username and password from the quick install screen in here. As I've already said before, if you've lost access to the quick install screen, all the information will be on an email that they've sent to you. So just copy and paste the username and password in here. And then click login. Okay, so that's us now logged into the WordPress dashboard, and this is where we can add any posts or make any changes to our new blog. The first thing I like to do after logging in is change my password, because it's unlikely that I'll ever remember this one here. So to change your password from the dashboard on the left hand side, just click here where it says users. Then hover over your username and click edit. Now if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see here where it says new password. Just type your new password in here. Then type it in again in the box underneath and click update profile. As you can see, it now says profile updated and your password has been changed. Now if you click dashboard here on the left, it'll bring you back to the first page you were on. Okay, now that we've changed our password, I just want to go back to the checklist and we can see what we're going to do next. So we've set up our hosting, we've got our domain name, we've now installed WordPress, and the next thing we're going to do is change the WordPress theme. So to do this, from the dashboard, on the left hand side, just click where it says Appearance. Then up at the top, click Add New, and then Browse. Now on the right hand side where it says Search Themes, just type in the word Tracks, Tracks, and hit Return on your keyboard. This is the one we want here. Once you find it, just hover over the theme and click where it says Install. WordPress will download and install the theme automatically. All you need to do is click Activate. Once you've installed and activated the new theme, if you just click here where it says Visit Site, it'll bring you to your blog. And as you can see, it now looks completely different, and it's now looking more like the blog we saw at the start of this video. At this point, I'd just like to remind you that if you do get logged out for whatever reason, it's just your domain name, .com or .org or whatever you have, /wp-admin, and this will bring you back to the login screen. To get back to the dashboard when you're logged in, just click here where it says your blog title. This will bring you back to the dashboard, and if you click it again, it'll bring you back to your blog. Now I'd just like to point out that this dark grey bar along the top is only visible to you when you're logged in. Your visitors won't be able to see this, it's only for yourself. Now if you just want to go back to the dashboard, I'm now going to show you how to change the blog title and a few other settings as well. So on the left hand side, if you just want to click where it says Appearance, and then underneath that click Customize. Then if you just want to click the first box where it says Site Title and Tagline, that will expand this box, and here's where you can change your blog title and your tagline. So say for example I didn't want it to be called My New Blog, I wanted it to be called My Awesome Blog. I could just change that here. I could add an exclamation mark after it as well. And then underneath that, where it says tagline, you can just delete this. If you don't have one, you can just leave it without one. Or if you do have one, you can type it in here. Once you're happy with your blog title and your tagline, you can just click here again, and that'll close the box. Then if you want to click the box underneath where it says Tagline Display, this will let you decide if you want your tagline to appear at the top and the bottom, or just the top or just the bottom. So for example, there it is appearing just at the top, or else here it is appearing just at the bottom and not at the top. I want mine to be at both, so I'm going to leave it at header and footer, and then close the box. Underneath that, it does give you the option to upload a logo if you have one, so you can just search for the image on your computer and upload it. But I don't have a logo, so I'm going to leave that and close the box again. Now if you just want to click and expand the box underneath that says social media icons, this is where you can input the different URLs for your social pages. So to your Facebook like page or your Google Plus page, etc. First of all, you should choose here whether you want them to appear in the header and the footer, like your tagline, or just the header or just the footer. I'm going to leave mine on both header and footer. And to save time in this tutorial, I'm just going to type in some random text here in some of these boxes. But here is where you would put your actual URL to those pages. As you can see, the social media icons appear both up at the top and at the bottom. Or if I chose just header, they would appear just at the top. Then when a user clicks on any of these icons, they'll be brought to your social media page. So your Twitter page or your Facebook page or any of the ones you have. They do have quite a lot that you can add in. Quite a lot of them I haven't even heard of. They do have email at the bottom, so be sure and enter in your email address here. That'll make that one appear, and then they can send you an email. Once you've added in any social media channels you want, just click this box again and that'll close it down. Underneath that it says search bar. You can have a search bar appear up at the top here, or you can hide it. I quite like it, so I'm going to show it, and then click here to close this box. Underneath that, where it says post meta, it says display date above post title. That's this date here. Or display author name, that's here. Or display category, that's here. I actually personally don't like these, so I'm going to hide all three of them. But it's totally up to you. If you want to show them, you can just check show. Once you're happy with that, you can just click here, close the box, and underneath that it says comments. You can show comments from users on all posts, all pages, or all attachments. I suggest unchecking both pages and attachments and leaving it on just posts. Then you can just click here and close the box down again. Underneath that it says footer text. Here, whatever you type in will show down here. So this is my footer text. And as you can see, the text is now changed down here. So you can change that to say something about your blog or something about yourself. And once you're happy with that, just close the box down. There are a few more options here as well, but for now we're done. So if you just want to click up at the top where it says save and publish, that'll save all the changes we just made. Once it's saved, you can just click the X here in the corner, and that'll bring you back to the dashboard. Now if you just want to visit your blog, you'll see that the title has been changed and the social media icons are now here as well. As you can see, we still have our sample post and our sample page. I'm now going to show you how to delete both of these. So if you just want to go back to the dashboard, I'll show you how to delete the post first. So on the left hand side, you just want to click where it says posts. Then hover over the post title and click where it says trash. That's it now deleted. Now to delete the sample page, if you just want to click on the left where it says pages, and then do the same thing. Hover over the page title and click trash. Now if you visit your blog, you'll notice there's absolutely nothing on it, no pages or posts. So now I'm going to show you how to start adding posts to your blog. Okay, so to add a new post to your blog, you just want to go back to the dashboard by clicking on your site title at the top. Then on the left hand side, you just want to click where it says posts, and then up at the top click add new. That's going to bring us to the main post editor on WordPress. So for this first example post, I'm going to add some text and an image to the post, and I'm also going to set a featured image which will appear at the top of the post and also on the home page. So for the title, I'm just going to call this My First Post. And then in the main content area, I'm just going to paste some text that I've already copied. If you click on this icon here on the right hand side, it'll open up a few different options for when you're typing. It's actually quite similar to Microsoft Word or something like that. Once you've added any text you're going to add to your post, if you want to add an image, just click after some of the text and hit return on your keyboard. Then up on the top left, if you want to click where it says add media, and then in the middle click select files. You can now just search for the image on your computer, and once you find it, click open. On the bottom right there'll be a few different options for adding your image, like alignment, link to, and size. For alignment I'm going to leave this at center. Link to I suggest setting to none, and then for size I'm going to leave as large. Once you're happy with everything, you can just click insert into post, and you'll see that it appears here in the main content area. Then on the right hand side, if you just want to click here at the bottom where it says set featured image, and then up at the top left, upload files. Then if you click in the center where it says select files, you can search for the image you're going to set as the featured image of this post. I'm going to use this one. Once you find it, just click open, and there won't be any options when you upload a featured image. So once it's uploaded, you can just click set featured image, and you'll see that it appears here. Now if you just want to scroll down to the bottom to where it says excerpt, this will appear just under the post title on the home page, and you want to type something that explains a little bit about the post. So for this I'm just going to type in, this is a simple post with text and an image. If this box isn't appearing underneath the main content area, just scroll up to the top and click here in the top right where it says screen options, and check the box beside where it says excerpt. Once you're happy with everything, if you just want to click here on the right hand side where it says publish. As you can see, it now says here post published, and if you click beside it where it says view post, you'll see the new post on your blog. And as you can see, here's our featured image, our title, our text, and our image. Then if you go to the home page by clicking on your blog title, you'll see our featured image on the home page and also the excerpt we wrote about the post. Now we're going to add a second post, only this time instead of an image, I'm going to show you how to embed a video from YouTube. Now to add our second post, you just want to go back to the dashboard by clicking on your blog title at the top. Then on the left hand side, just click Posts, and up at the top click Add New. For this post I'm going to add some text and a video embedded from YouTube. There's also going to be a featured image and the ability for visitors to leave a reply. So there's going to be a comment section at the bottom of this post as well. So the first thing you want to do is add a title to your post. So for this example I'm just going to call this one a video post, and then underneath just type any text into the main content area that you want to appear before your video. Once you've added any text, just hit return on your keyboard, and then you want to open up YouTube in a new window. Once you find the video you're wanting to embed, just click underneath where it says share, and then underneath click embed. So you just want to copy this code and then go back to your post. So before you paste in that coding, if you just want to click here on the top right where it says text, this will change it to HTML. That's what this is. This is HTML coding. So after this, which represents hitting return on your keyboard, you just want to paste in the code that you copied from YouTube. Now if you click visual again in the top right, you'll see this grey square appear on the post, and this represents the YouTube video we've just embedded. So now we're going to set a featured image for the post. So if you just want to click in the bottom right where it says set featured image. Then in the top left just click upload files, and in the middle select files. Then you just want to look for the image on your computer, and when you find it, click open. Once it's done, you can just click here where it says set featured image, and then you'll see it appear down here. So now we've added our title, our text, our video, and our featured image. We're now going to set it up that people are able to leave a comment below this post. To do this, you just want to click in the top right where it says screen options, and then check the box beside where it says discussion. Now if you just scroll down to below the main content area, you'll see here where it says discussion. Just check the box beside where it says allow comments, and then check the box below that as well. Now that we've done that, the only thing we need to do is type in an excerpt, which will appear on the home page. So for this one, I'm just going to type, "This is a post with text and a YouTube video." Once you're happy with everything, you can just click here on the right hand side where it says publish. Then up at the top it'll say post published, and just click here where it says view post. So as you can see, here's our featured image, our title and our text, and here's our embedded YouTube video. If you click play, this video will start to play. Then if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll also see this section here where people can leave a reply. Don't worry about this bit here in the middle. I'm going to show you how to change this soon. But before we do that, I just want to add one more post. So if you just want to go back to the dashboard by clicking your blog title at the top, then on the left hand side click posts, and up at the top click add new. So for this post, I'm going to add a featured image and some text, only I'm also going to show you how to change some of the text into clickable links. So the first thing we need to do is give our post a title. So for this one, I'm just going to call it clickable links. Then underneath in the main content area, just type any text that you want to appear on the post. So to change text into a clickable link, you just need to highlight the text and then click up at the top where it shows this chain link icon. If you're wanting to link to something that's already on your blog, if you just click underneath where it says link to existing content, it'll show you a list of posts and pages that are on your blog. So for this first example, I'm going to link to my video post, which I added earlier. Once you click on a post or page, you'll notice that it fills in the URL and the post name automatically. If you're linking to something that's on your blog, I recommend leaving this box unchecked. Once you've done that, you can just click here where it says add link, and that text will now become a clickable link when the post has been published. Now there are two different types of clickable links. One which is an inbound link, which we've just added. An inbound link is one that links to another page or post on your blog. And the second type of link is an outbound link, which links to a different website or a different blog, and you usually want to make this one open up in a new window. So to add it, it's basically the same, only we do need to go and get the URL or the domain name of the website we're wanting to link to. So if you just open up that website in a new window and copy the URL, then when you go back to your post, just highlight the text you want to change into a link and click the chain link icon. Now here where it says URL, paste in the URL of the website you're wanting to link to. Then underneath where it says title, you can just give the link a title. So we'll just call this Let's Build WordPress, seeing as we're linking to my website. Once you've added in the URL and the title, just check the box beside where it says open link in a new window /tab. This means that your website will still stay open and they'll visit the new website in a new window. Once you've added in the URL and the title and checked this box, just click here where it says add link. And now that we've added our clickable links, we can just click in the bottom right where it says set featured image, and we can set the new featured image for this post. So just click upload files in the top left and then click select files in the middle. Just search for the image on your computer and then click open. Once it's uploaded, you can just click here where it says set featured image and you'll see it appear down here. Now if you just want to scroll down and add in your excerpt, which will appear on the home page. So for this one, I'm just going to type in, this is a post with clickable links. Then underneath that, where it says discussion, if you want there to be the ability for people to leave a comment, just check these two boxes. If you don't want the ability to leave a comment, you can just leave the two boxes unchecked. Once you're happy with everything, you can just click publish on the right. Then up at the top where it says post published, just click view post. So as you can see, once again, we've got our featured image at the top, we've got our title and our text. If you hover your mouse over any clickable links, you'll see that the title appears in a little box. If I click this first link, it should open the video post in the same window. This is an inbound link. And then the second link should open my website in a new window. This is an outbound link, which leaves our blog open in the background. You'll also have the comments section at the bottom if you check those boxes. Then if we go to the home page, we'll see the list of our posts with our featured images and any excerpts that we've written as well. Now that we've added a few different posts, I'm going to show you how to change what's known as the widget area, which is this section that appears below all of your posts. To change the widget area, you just need to go to the dashboard by clicking your blog title at the top. Then on the left hand side, click where it says appearance, and then under that click widgets. So this is the main widgets area on WordPress, and if you look here in this box, it says after post content, so anything we add in here will appear after our posts. So if you look here, it says search, recent posts, and then recent comments. And if we look at our blog in a new window and we scroll to underneath one of the posts, we'll see the search bar, then it says recent posts and recent comments. So the after post content is here. Now the way widgets work are we can click and drag them if we want to change the order, and they'll automatically save. So now it'll be recent posts, then search, then recent comments. So if we go back to our blog in a new window and refresh the page, it's now recent posts, then the search bar, and then recent comments. So if we wanted to remove the search bar and the recent comments, we can just click and drag them out and it'll automatically save. So if we go back and refresh the page, the recent comments and the search bar are now gone. So I'm actually going to remove them all apart from the recent posts by clicking and dragging them out. So now if we go back to our blog and refresh the page, the only thing we have underneath is a nice neat list of our recent posts. So if we click here, it'll bring us to our different posts. Now say for example you changed your mind and you wanted to bring the search widget back. You can just literally find the search widget here on the left, click and drag it in. If you want to give it a title, you can just type it in here. So you could type in search bar and then click save. Now if we visit our blog in a new window and refresh the page, we'll see here it says search bar and the search bar is now back. I personally don't want the search bar, so I'm just going to click and drag it back out again. And then if we refresh the page, it's just back to recent posts. For another example, if you wanted to add some text underneath your posts, you could literally click and drag the text widget into place. Then you can type in a title. And then type your text underneath. Then if you just click save and go to your blog, refresh the page, you'll see here is the text. Then if you want to remove it, you can just literally click and drag it back out again. Then if we refresh the page, it's just back to recent posts. Now I do also want to add some social media sharing buttons to the widget area, but because WordPress doesn't come with this already built in, we're going to need to download what's known as a plugin. Plugins are basically just extra functionality that you can download and add to your WordPress blog. So to add a plugin, from the dashboard on the left hand side, you just want to click where it says plugins. Then up at the top, just click add new. So the plugin we're going to be installing is called Simple Share Buttons Adder. So if you just want to type that into the search bar on the top right, Simple Share Buttons Adder. Then just hit return on your keyboard. It should be the first result, this one, and once you find it, just click here where it says install now. It's going to come up and say, are you sure you want to install this plugin? Just click OK. WordPress is going to download and install the plugin automatically. You just need to click here where it says activate plugin. Now that it's installed and activated, we just need to change a few of the plugin's settings to get the share buttons looking the way they did at the example shown at the start of this video. So to do that, on the left hand side you just need to click where it says settings, and then underneath that click share buttons. So the first thing you'll see in the list is location. Just leave all of these boxes unchecked. We're actually going to be adding our share buttons using what's known as shortcode. Underneath that it'll say placement. You can just leave that alone. Underneath that it says share text. This is what you want to appear above your share buttons. So for this I'm just going to type, please share this post with friends. Then under that you can choose different image sets. We just want to leave this on Summacro. Then underneath that it gives you the choice of all the different social media buttons you can add. So I'm going to add email, Facebook, Google, Twitter, Tumblr and LinkedIn. So you can just click and drag these in, and then you can click and drag them into different order. Once you're happy with everything, you can just click here at the bottom where it says Save Changes. Then if you click here at the top where it says Styling, there's just a few more bits we need to change. So button size, change this to 50. Alignment, you want to change this to center. Font family, change to inherit from my website. And font size, change to 25. Then underneath that, where it says font weight, just set this to normal. And then text placement, you want this to be above. This means the text is going to appear above your social share buttons, or else you can have it appear below or to the left or to the right. But I'm going to leave this as above because that's how it was shown earlier in the example. Then you can just scroll down to the bottom and click Save Changes. That's all the settings we need to change for now. And now I'm going to show you how to add them to the widget area of our blog. So first of all, we just need to go back to the widget area, and to do that, just click Appearance on the left hand side, and then under that, click Widgets. Now we're going to be adding our share buttons using what's known as shortcode, and to do that, we're going to be using the text widget. So click and drag the text widget into the after post content and drag it into place. I want my social share buttons to appear above the recent posts, so that's why I've put it there. So you can just click and expand the text widget, and then in the main content area of the text widget, just type in square brackets and the letters SSBA. That's the shortcode for the social share buttons adder. So just the letters SSBA in square brackets. You can leave the title alone. That's all you need to do. Once you've done that, you can just click Save. And now when we visit our blog and go to one of the posts, if we scroll to the bottom, we'll see that our social share buttons are now appearing at the bottom. And then underneath that, it's our recent posts. So now if a visitor reads one of your posts and decides they want to share it with one of their friends, they just click one of these icons. So for example, if I click this Facebook icon, it'll open up Facebook in a new window and prompt me to share this post with my friends. So now we have our posts looking good. The only thing we still need to change is this bit here. This is known as an author box, and it'll say written by and then your name. We're also going to change this picture. I only have an image shown up because I'm logged into a previous account. Yours will probably be blank. So I'm going to show you how to change this image, and we're also going to add a little bit of text about ourselves in this box. To do that, you just need to go back to the dashboard by clicking your blog title at the top. Then you just want to click where it says Users on the left hand side and hover over your username and click Edit. Then if you scroll down to where it says Biographical Info, this is where you'll type any text that you want to appear in the author box. So I'm just going to type, "Hi, my name is Marty, and these are my blog posts. I hope you enjoy them." Obviously you'd write something a little bit better than this, but this is just for the example. Then underneath where it says profile image, this is where you can upload an image into the author box. So if you just click here where it says upload image, and then on the top left click upload files. Then if you click in the middle where it says select files, you can just search for the image on your computer. I'm going to use this one. Once you find the image you're going to use, just click open. And once it's uploaded, just click select in the bottom right. You'll see the image appear here. Once it does, just scroll down to the bottom and click update profile. Now if we visit our blog and go to one of our posts, we'll see that the image has been changed and our text is now appearing in this box. And that'll be the same on all posts. It'll always appear the same. Same as your widget area, it's always going to appear the same on all of your posts. So now that we've got some posts added and we've got our widget area looking good and our author box, I'm now going to quickly show you how to change what's known as permalinks. So the permalinks are basically the text that appears after your domain name when visiting a page. So here we're on the clickable links post, and after the domain name it says /, then it says the year and the date / clickable links. Then if we go to a different post, say the video post, we'll see that it has the date and then a video post. I'm going to show you how to remove the date out of the middle and leave it being just the post name after your domain. Not only does this look better, it also helps Google when they're categorizing your website or your blog. So to change the permalinks, you just need to go back to the dashboard by clicking your blog title at the top. Then on the left hand side, you just want to click where it says settings, and then underneath that click permalinks. You'll find that it's probably set to day and name. You just want to check beside where it says post name and then click save changes. Now if we visit our blog and go to one of our posts, you'll see that the date's now gone and it's just the name of your post. One thing you may have noticed when looking at your domain name is that it doesn't have www. Before it. Now this really is a personal preference and doesn't make a difference. You'll always get to the same website whether or not you include it. But if you would rather it appear here, I'm going to show you how to do that now. So you just want to go to the dashboard by clicking your blog title at the top. Then on the left hand side you just want to click where it says settings. And then here where it says WordPress address URL, just after the 2 /, type www. Then underneath where it says site address URL, do the same again. After the 2 /, type www. Now you want to be really careful when doing this, because if you make a mistake it can actually mess a few things up. So just make sure that it's after the 2 / and that it's the same in both lines. Just make sure you add www. Once you've done that, if you just scroll to the bottom and click save changes, it's going to ask you to log back in again. So just type in your username and password and click login. Once you've logged back in, you'll notice that the www. Appears in your URL. So if you go to the blog, you'll see that it's here. So now that we've changed our URL, I'm going to show you how to add different pages. So this is going to be our about page and our contact us page. Now the only real difference between posts and pages is the pages don't have a featured image and they don't appear on the home page in this list. So to add pages, we just need to go back to the dashboard by clicking our blog title at the top. Then on the left hand side, just click where it says pages, and then up at the top click add new. So when adding a page, everything's basically the same as when adding a post. So for the title, because this is going to be my about page, I'm just going to type about. Then in the main content area, you can add any text or images, the same as when you're adding a post. So for my about page, I'm going to add an image at the start and then have some text. So to add the image, I'm just going to click on the top left, add media. Then in the top left again, click upload files, and in the middle, select files. Then just search for the image on your computer. I'm going to use this one, and then click open. Then on the bottom right, you've just got a few settings. So for alignment, I'm going to leave on center. Link to, I'm going to change to none. And size, I'm going to leave on full size. Then once you're happy with everything, you can just click insert into page, and your image will appear on the page. Then I want to add some text after this image, so I'm just going to hit return on my keyboard, and then I'm going to paste in some text that I've already copied. Then once you've added your title and any text or images you're going to add to the page, you can just click publish on the right hand side. Then once it's been published, you'll see here at the top it says page published, and then you can just click here where it says view page. So this is your new page that's now live on your blog, and as you can see, it's got my image and my text. So now we've added our about page, the next thing we're going to add is a contact us page. Now this page is going to have a contact form on it, so our visitors can send us an email. Because WordPress doesn't come with this function already built in, we're going to need to download another plugin. This time it's going to be a contact form plugin called Contact Form 7. So to add a plugin, we just need to go back to the dashboard by clicking our blog title at the top. Then on the left hand side, you just want to click where it says plugins, and up at the top click add new. Then on the top right where it says search plugins, just type contact form 7. Then just hit return on your keyboard, and it should be the first one. It should be this one. Once you find it, just click here where it says install now, and then when it says are you sure you want to install this plugin, click OK. Once again, WordPress will download and install it automatically. You just need to click here where it says activate plugin. Once the plugin's been installed and activated, you'll see that it now says the word contact on the left hand side. Just click the word contact and this will bring you to the contact form settings. Now this plugin comes with a contact form built in by default, and this contact form will do most people. This contact form is going to ask for the visitor's name, their email address, and their message. So to use this contact form, all we need to do is copy the shortcode. This is going to work the same way as the social sharing buttons. All we need to do is copy the shortcode and paste it into a new page. So once you've copied the code, we're going to add a new page, which will be our Contact Us page. So just make sure you've got that code copied, and then on the left hand side, click where it says Pages, and then up at the top, click Add New. Because this is my Contact Us page, I'm just going to type in Contact Us as the title. Then in the main content area, you can type any text or add any images that you want to appear before the contact form. I'm just going to type in some text. I'm going to type, if you want to send me a message, just fill out the form below and I will get back to you. Once you've added any text or images you're going to add to the page before your form, just hit return on your keyboard, and then you want to paste in the shortcode that we copied earlier. Once you've done that and you're happy with everything, you can just hit publish on the right hand side. Then once the page has been published, if you just click here where it says view page, you'll see here's the text you added, and here's your contact form. So it asks for the user's name, their email address, the subject of their message, and their message. Then when they click send, it'll send straight to the email address you have associated with your blog. So now that we've added our about page and our contact us page, if we go back to our checklist, we'll see that the only thing we still have left to do is create a custom menu. So we're now going to create a custom menu for our pages. So to do this, we just need to go back to the dashboard by clicking our blog title at the top. Then on the left hand side, just click where it says Appearance, and then under that, click Menus. Then the first thing we need to do is give our new menu a name. So just type something like Main Menu into this box, and then on the right hand side, click Create Menu. Then on the left, under where it says Pages, you'll see a list of any pages that you can add to your menu. At this point, you probably want to add both of these pages, so just check the boxes beside them and then click here where it says Add to Menu. If you're wanting to add any posts to your menu, you just need to click up here on the top right where it says Screen Options, and then check the box beside where it says Posts. You'll now see this box appear, and if you click it, it'll expand and there'll be a list of your posts. I'm personally not going to add any posts to this menu, but I just wanted to show you how to do it. So the way this works is when you add any pages or posts, they'll show up here, and then you can click and drag them into position the same way as you do with widgets. From top to bottom will be left to right in your menu, so I want mine to appear as About and then Contact Us. I do also want to add a link to our home page to this menu, but because that's not actually a page we've added, we're going to need to add it by using this box here where it says Links. So just click the box where it says Links, and then here where it says Link Text, just type Home. Then where it says URL, just type in the domain name that you purchased. So for me, it's going to be buildingwithwp.com, so I'm just going to type that in after the 2 forward slashes. So www.buildingwithwp.com. Then if you click here where it says Add to Menu, it's going to add that link to our menu. Then just click and drag it into position. Then underneath where it says Menu Settings, you just want to check the box beside where it says Primary. So once you've got everything in the order you want, and you've checked the box beside where it says Primary, just click here on the bottom right where it says Save Menu. Once our menu's been saved, if we just go back to our blog, we'll see here on the top right is our new menu. So we've got our About page, our Contact Us page, and now if we click here where it says Home, it should bring us back to our home page. Now that we've created and assigned our custom menu, the only thing left to do is congratulate yourself because you've just finished building your own amazing looking blog using WordPress. So we've added our different posts with our featured images on the home page. We've added clickable links and YouTube videos. Our visitors are able to leave us a reply underneath our posts. We've also added these social share buttons and this author box. We've created our custom menu where we have our About page, and we also have our Contact Us page where our visitors can send us an email. If you've enjoyed this video and found it useful, please like it and subscribe to my channel. My name's Marty from letsbuildwp.com, and thank you very much for watching my video.